everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, I'm Kieron and I'm reading law at the University of Cambridge. Now, alongside other universities like Durham and Oxford, Cambridge has what is known as a collegiate system, which means it consists of a number of colleges. I myself are at Homerton College, which is one of the newest colleges. It's officially been a college since 2010, I believe. What I thought I would do in this video is, for those who watched my video last week, you'll know I talked about the lowdown on choosing the right university. If you haven't seen that, do check that out. Go and watch that first, link in the description below, and then come back and watch this one, because what I'm going to focus on is one thing that you might have to consider, that is choosing which college that you are going to apply to. What I'm going to first do is just explain how choosing between colleges fits into the application process, and then I'm going to talk about some of those important factors that are worth considering when deciding between colleges. And I will do all of this in this lowdown on choosing between university colleges. One important question to ask is when and how do I apply to the colleges? And the answer to that is when you are through UCAS choosing the maximum of 5 courses. The option will be there for you to choose a college, or you can make an open application. So you can either choose a specific college that you wish to apply to. I originally applied to Christ College, or you can make an open application. And basically, an open application means that a college will be randomly allocated to you. Now, it's important to remember that wherever you choose an open application or Pacific College, you're not disadvantaged either way. It's not the case that if you go for an open application, you are disadvantaged straight away. No, because everyone is given equal opportunity. Everyone's personal statement and all of the aspects of the application process at that point will be assessed equally. So it's not the case that if you choose an open application, you are by any means disadvantaged. The second question to ask that you might be asking is, what does it mean to be pooled to a college? The reason why I mention this is, so I applied to Christ College originally, had my interview there, but then I was winter pooled to Homerton. And so what the college might do is put you into this winter pool, which gives the chance for other colleges to snap you up, as it were, and to choose you. So I was actually put into the pool by Christ College, and then Homerton College decided to pick me as to study at Cambridge and be a part of Homerton College. I'm now going to go through some of those important factors to consider. The first one isn't a factor as such, but it's still important to consider, and that is what doesn't apply to you. And what I mean by this is that at Cambridge, for example, there are colleges that are more towards mature students, graduates, and there are some colleges that are women only. And so it's important to do your research and look at the type of college that it is, and whether or not that you'll be able to apply to that particular college. The first main factor is location, and this can mean two things. Firstly, in terms of proximity, whether that be proximity to the faculty that you would be going to your lectures for, it could be proximity to the town, or proximity to the local library or the labs that you might be using. So you might want to consider that, but at the same time, it's important not to discount the fact that the college is further away. So I will be honest and say Homerton College is further away than some of the old colleges which are located more near the centre of town. But the reason why I say not to discount it is it might just mean that obviously you might have to invest in transport. More commonly in Cambridge, for example, people have a bicycle that they use to get to lectures and to get to town. I don't. I walk, but many people do use bicycles to get to wherever they need to be. And the second thing in terms of location is, if it's obviously near in town, there might be greater noise because of the traffic, or if people are out on a night. So if you're someone who prefers a little more quiet, a little more peace, then maybe you might opt for a college that is maybe further out. And to some extent it might also mean that you're less likely to face any tourists, because if you're located at the centre of town, they're more likely to be tourists, whereas Homerton we don't really, or haven't really seen any tourists around because it is further out. So that's something worth considering. The second main factor would probably be accommodation. And so it's important, especially if you get the chance to go on an open day, which I encourage you to do, looking at the types of accommodation, looking at what's available, and just thinking about it in terms of what you prefer in terms of size, space, whether it's en suite, whether it's a shared facilities. So looking at that, whether you have to share with someone in your room, and also looking at the arrangements for accommodation. So for example, for Homerton, I think I've pretty much got a student accommodation in the college for the full time of my degree. The third main factor would be facilities. Now, facilities are probably going to be quite similar across all of the colleges, but you might be wanting to having a look at each college and the type of facilities that they offer, whether that be gym facilities or whether that be facilities just relax and unwind. So if it's got like a pool table or whatever it may be, looking at what you're interested in, what you like to do, how you like to relax, or how you like to use your time when you're not studying, and looking at each of the colleges and seeing what they have to offer. So I just wanted to touch on some of those important factors that are definitely worth considering. And before I end, I just want to emphasize something that I mentioned in last week's video, and that is the importance of doing your research. So if you can get to those open days, for example, I definitely encourage you to do so. I'm glad that I was able to go to the Cambridge University Open Day and see some of the colleges like Jesus and Christ, and be able to see the accommodation, the facilities they have, the library services that they provide, for example. So if you can get to those and see the colleges for yourself, I definitely encourage you to do so. But whether you get to those open days or not, it's still important to do your research, just looking at what accommodation they have or what facilities they provide and doing your comparisons, and then obviously come to that final decision on whether you're going to apply to a specific college or whether you're going to make that open application. I just want to stress again that whether you make an application or you choose a specific college, you're not disadvantaged either way. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you've got any questions, do put them in the comment section below, and I will try and answer them as soon as I can. But you can also do the usual things like follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. I definitely encourage you to do so, and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with new videos, including new vlogs that will be coming back very soon in a few weeks' time. So stay tuned for that. And then, just share the video, like the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.